Hi, I'm Tad. Welcome to my presentation on stress and developmental responses to ranavirus infection in woodfrog tadpoles. So, the ranavirus is a double-stranded DNA virus that can cause severe infections in a number of cold-blooded animals like reptiles and amphibians, and it is spreading around much of Northeast America and posing a serious threat to amphibian populations. This study was conducted at Vassar College in New York, and its goal was to test for the developmental stress response of prometamorphic tadpoles when exposed to lethal doses of ranavirus. And essentially, the process was they collected a whole bunch of tadpole eggs from a single pond near the campus and measured the susceptibility of these tadpoles to the ranavirus using a lethal dose testing design. And they then tested for the stress axis and developmental responses and were able to determine the whole body corticosterone levels of each tadpole. So the findings were that out of 53 tadpoles exposed to the virus, 74% of them died, and these infective tadpoles had a significantly higher whole body CORT concentration level, and this meant they had accelerated development rates but reduced body condition. And the infective tadpoles were most likely to die before the metamorphic climax in their developmental cycle. Here are a couple data charts, and as the doses increased, the probability of death also increased, and the further they got in their stages, the more likely they were to die. And the significance of the study was that very little research has been done about physiological factors and how they mediate amphibian responses to the ranavirus infection, and we can now pinpoint which stages of woodfrog development are most susceptible, and we have a better idea of the mortality rates of tadpoles exposed to this disease. And with this information, we can better understand the severity of the ranavirus outbreak and possibly know where and when to protect amphibians in their most vulnerable states. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.